Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. How long has it been? My alarm just went off and it said inspirational leader. Hello, my name's DeAnna. I'm into transformation and I am back on my YouTube channel. I ain't even gonna talk about consistency and what I'm gonna do and da. One thing about it is I don't like that. I don't like that from other people, but most of all, I do not like that from myself. This video is not scripted and not sponsored. But the only thing that this video is it's got a shameless plug. You can check me out on my TikTok, where I'm very consistent on my TikTok, and I talk a lot about transformation, astrology, a little dabble in human design. I'm very silly. That's just my personality. You're gonna get what you get. Be happy with what you get, baby. And so today I have been reflecting a ton on my month of June, because look, it's July 1st. It is the first of like Q3, which is really the summer quarter. I like calling the quarters by their season, because that's what it is. It's the summer season, summer quarter. And that's July, August, September, which is summer, the third quarter. And if you're into calling spring the real new year, then it's really quarter two. And I also write down here that I like December, January, February being winter, because in a state that experiences in the East Coast, yes, Eastern Standard Time. So in the East, it's like December, January, February are really the wintry months. Spring kind of pops off in March. Like spring is marching in at March, April, May. And then summer really feels like June, July, August. And fall definitely feels like September, October, November. It's like falling into, also feel like that's like toward the end of the year. But anyway, I like to think of the quarters. I like to break down after that into the weeks, and just living an aligned life with the things that I want. I can't be upset that I don't have everything all together right now. I'm leaning that way. I'm going that way. And somebody said, like, you want people on your way up, so you don't have to stay to this standard, so that people can watch your growth, watch your transformation. Like, I know that I'm into watching other people transform. Like, one of my favorite things are weight loss videos. Like, you start off, you show where you are a little bit bigger, then flash, and they're like this skinny person. It's like videos like that showing your transformation can make somebody like say, okay, yeah, I can do it. So yeah, man, I haven't touched YouTube in so long. I miss being on YouTube consistently. It was taking up my time, but I just have to figure out how to manage things better. That's what phase I'm in. This summer is teaching me, like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And like, you have all these goals, dreams, aspirations, but it comes with time management, house management, mind management, body management, diet management, mother management, like mothering myself to be a better mother to my daughter. I love being outside. I love getting fresh air. I love my brain expanding and filling myself up with this positive air and letting it out. I'll keep my journal open. But I had got one of this book I had got from a little library. Accomplish more, stress less, accomplish more. And you see how it is. So it doesn't have, if it had one of those like covers over it, it's not on it anymore. So I didn't know. I didn't look too much in it. I kind of like flipped through it like this. But if I would have opened it to the first page, it says stress less, accomplish more, meditation for extraordinary performance, which is amazing because this book is breaking down the 3 areas of meditation, because a lot of the time people are moving in mindfulness and having a mindfulness meditation, and they're having a mindfulness practice and they're calling it meditation. And so it breaks down mindfulness, meditation. What is the third M? Manifestation. And so mindfulness is for helping you in the present moment. Mindfulness is to be aware of what is around you. So it's like a journaling exercise, or how do I feel about this, that, and that exercise. Oh, it was a ladybug. I didn't mean things to the ladybug. It scared me. Then the second practice is meditation. So that's actually like breathing and either having an open eye practice and a closed eye practice. Look, baby, I'm only on chapter 4. 4 of what, 15? 4 of 15 chapters. So I still got a little while to go. Actually, there's 13 chapters. So, and then the last part is, and meditation is to help you forgive yourself for the past, or move on for the past, or stop living a life that is centered in staying in the past. And then manifestation are the plans. What do you actually want? Knowing where you want to go in life and giving you a map, a direction, a play by play, which way you want to go. It's also going to talk about visualization, I'm sure. And those things, it was really nice to hear the differences between all 3 of those practices or whatever. I really loved that. So now I'm like, this is having a mindfulness practice right now. I'm sitting in front of the camera, I'm talking out my thoughts. I'm also watching the trees sway back and forth. I'm listening to the birds. I'm listening to the things that the leaves are saying to me. I'm also very aware of the car that just drove behind me just a second ago. Because there's an empty parking lot over there. So it's like, well, what are you doing? But hey, that's none of my business. I'm just being mindful of my present moment. I love spending time with me. I love that in this phase of life, I'm repairing the relationship that I have with myself. And I feel like, that's what I dedicated this year to. This year is all about feeling good in my skin, repairing the relationship with myself, feeling confident in myself, self-reliance, self-confidence, embodying the highest form of myself, or just becoming and staying in alignment with the version of myself that I want to be, and keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up. I keep thinking about like skin routines and healthy in the inside. When I saw something that said emotional detox, it made me think like, what does emotional detox mean to me? Because as soon as I heard emotional detox, I immediately wanted to go and look up what the definition was. But it's like, what does it mean to me? Well, detox means to cleanse the system of negativity, overconsumption, or overwhelm, or just relaxing the nervous system from toxins. Detox, get out toxins. So, emotional detox is like getting rid of toxic emotions, things that bring me down, things that weigh me heavy, things that don't serve me and moving forward, things that keep me in loops of doing the same old thing, thinking I'm going to get a different result. If I don't want to keep circling around and going down the drain, then how do I get on top of the potty? And of course, I'm using potty terms when I got a toddler that is just got a potty. So, yeah. Um, what other things have been going on with me since I haven't been on my YouTube since probably May? I didn't post anything in the month of June. Maybe just that update about, hey, I know I'm in MIA. It's nice to feel like I'm doing something there because, girl, I got 44 subscribers. That there ain't nobody missing. If you out the loop, you out the loop. Ain't nobody checking for you. You missing. Oh, I love this baby girl. She makes my life better. That's one thing that has been coming up. I think that being in postpartum, I was still last year was in a place where it was like balancing. Sometimes I'd be too much on this new life I'm not accepting, and then sometimes I was overly, oh, I can do this. There's nothing wrong to do it. And now I feel like I'm so balanced that now that I see myself clearly, I see clearly into the future. I know where my goals are. I know where my values are. I don't have them concrete, but I'm more toward those things that I do want instead of dwelling in the things that I do not want. This is life of a self-projected projector, okay? Just speaking out loud, getting my thoughts up. Like I said, this is off the top. All of this is off the top. I'm just looking at things and inner peace and success. This book has really been helpful too. Dr. Wayne Dyer's 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace. Just a random thought that's coming to my head. Don't be the person that other people think or want you to be. If that is in alignment with you, then go for it. But if it's a stretch, if it's hard to, tough to, you don't see yourself that way, then leave those thoughts alone. Because there are people that tell me I should do it this way and I should do it that way, and it's just easier to do things the way you want to. So, girl, do it the way you want to. Whatever keeps you consistent, though. Don't live your life. Live your life. Hey. The first secret to inner peace and success is have a mind that is open to everything but attached to nothing. And as easy as that sounds, a lot of the time we're attached to being, like me, in my personal example, I could be attached to being a woman. I could be attached to being a black woman. I could be attached to a black woman with predominantly female influence in my family. I could be a black woman that is attached to the propaganda of men being ain't shit. You know, I could be attached to so many things that society would have normalized for me. But having a mind that is open is like, you know, I am a woman, but I'm not attached to feminism and fighting for the woman's right and da-da-da-da. Just an open mind to learn and grow and expand and not be attached to the worldly perception of things. The second secret, don't with the music still in you, don't bye with the music still inside of you. Like, that goes back to the manifestation, planning what you want and making an action plan and go for your goals every day. That's what got me off the couch today. I'm like, what? This isn't making me proud. I felt sadness. I felt overwhelmed. I felt like, oh, here I go again. I felt myself continuing the cycle, and I said, well, what can I do to be proud of myself? What can I do to feel inner peace? What can I do to feel success? I got my butt up, and now I'm out here sitting under a tree. So don't, with the music still inside of you. The third secret, you can't give away what you don't have. I can't give you guys a bunch of positivity unless I have it. I couldn't give you tips on how to live your best life if I'm not living my own best life. You can only give what you have. So if you are drowning in negativity, laziness, procrastination, I'm telling you, that is what you're giving to other people. The fourth secret, embrace silence. Silence, oh, silence, oh. They be whipping they and him. Girl. See, that's why I can't be watching Messy Mondays. Zoe was just talking about Silence O on Messy Monday. I've been running the Messy Mondays, girl. And there was a time where I was influenced to not like certain people when I was in a group. And it's not like the group was saying, don't like this or don't like that. Somebody was explaining why they don't like this or they don't like that. And it was leaving an impression on me. So just make sure the people that are around you are really for you, you know. And there are also times where I've been connected to people that didn't accept, like, or understand my silence. But if you can't understand that I need time for myself, you are not for me. Because I am going to hermit mode. I'm going to get myself figured out, present myself to people. Get myself figured out, present myself to people. And if that's not okay with you, then I'm not okay with you. We are not okay for each other, and that is okay. Because I'm holding you back from people that need to be in your life, and you're holding me back from people that are aligned with my life. So, silence can do that for you. Give up your personal history. Give up your personal history. I think that has a lot to do with that. Attached to nothing. I will look back in this. You can't solve the problem with the same mind that created it. I think that has a lot to do with you can't give what you don't have. There are no justified resentments. That's the seventh. So that you still, that's not an open mind. That's still holding on to societal views. When you resent something, you're still giving out that bitter energy. The eighth secret, treat yourself as if you already are what you'd like to be. A lot of visualization has been happening. My birthday was June 1st, and my sister came up with a 75-day challenge. And even though we haven't really done it, she knows that it helped me a lot in that moment to see that, because the day before, or maybe 2 days before, right before my birthday, we were having a talk, and I wasn't being my normal, cheerful, happy, positive, outgoing, thoughtful self. Like, everything she said, I was just like, yeah, but I'm not that great, or yeah, but I messed up. And yeah, just living in the mistake. There are things that have transpired in the past 2 years where I just kept thinking that because I made a mistake that I deserved a shitty life because I made a mistake. And that's not true, you know. So the challenge was around things like reading every day, which now I've been reading every day, 10 pages every day, drinking a gallon or a certain amount of water. I've been tracking and drinking my water, 2 workouts a day. I've been going on a walk every day. I closed all 3 rings on my watch. 29 days last month, so there was only 30 days in the month, so there was only one day I didn't close all the rings. And yeah, the main part of the challenge that my sister came up with that impacted me the most was to think positive. And every time we thought something negative, we had to follow it up with 3 positive statements. And she doesn't understand how that really, really helped me to challenge when a thought comes up that is negative, because I would almost just like drown. Once I got into a negative loop, I would drown in that loop. But with this challenge, it was like, why do you think that way? Why do you think you failed? Did you really fail? Because in this book, he actually talks about how failure is not a real thing. if you are playing, the example in here is if you're playing baseball with your dad and you miss the ball, is that really a failure? Because you can try again, or you could do it a different way. It doesn't have to just be with that. If I failed at being consistent on YouTube, is it over for the rest of my life? No, because I could just start being great. It's like failure isn't a thing. It's just something that is in the moment and you're stuck on. You're being attached to the thing that you made a mistake with, when you can really learn and move forward with that. Man, I mean, even if y'all don't like this video, I could look back at this video myself and be proud of me, like, girl, ooh, this is 9, 8. Ooh, you ate that up. 9, I didn't read, or I've listened to this book, but not like, sometimes you listen and you're washing dishes and chasing after your kids or whatever. So number 9 is Treasure Your Divinity, and I'm assuming that has a lot to do with like the trees for confirmation, a lot about your connection with the divine, how you came from the divine with the divine plan to live your life and thrive and follow your destiny and your life purpose and your ambition and your values and your goals and your dreams and your desires, and just moving with that inner knowing, inner love. God is I am. Everything you say after I am becomes true. You're putting a seed in the ground or in your garden. I am. Just make sure you aren't putting a whole bunch of negativity into your garden. And the last secret here is wisdom is avoiding all thoughts that weaken you. I mean, this is great. This is great. This is great. I hope that I post this soon, because like I said, it's July 1st. And it'd be really nice to get this up on my YouTube. Maybe get consistent. It'd be nice. Setting a goal for July that I can look back into is maybe posting a video every week. So that in total means at least get 4 YouTube videos out. That would be so nice. Even better would be 8, but don't do yourself like that. But anyway, my name is DeAnna. I'm into transformation. You can find me on TikTok at Delightful D. And have an amazing day. What can you do? A journal prompt or just a question to pose to you is, what can you do to align with your inner peace and success? Or which one of those that I just told you of the 10 secrets of inner peace and success did you really like or align with, or things that have been coming up for you lately? Let me know. Peace.